Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Debbie's Witchy Vlog. I'm Debbie, and welcome in. You never know what we're going to get up to. I'd like to continue with my Seasons of the Witch responses for Seasons of the Witch 2024, hosted by Rochelle at Amethyst Ascension, Tarot and Astrology, and Tony at Antoinette, Tarot and Jewelry here on YouTube. And all the links will be in the description. This week, we're doing Room with No View. This room has no windows or doors. Create or do a 5-minute meditation to help focus the mind and body. Share your favorite YouTube ones. List some of your favorite resources for these meditations. And I like Mindful Peace, The Anxiety Guy, Relax for a While. They do, she does stories. She reads stories aloud, you know, old favorites. And I also like The Honest Guys and Jason Stevenson. They do, I prefer a guided meditation unless I'm meditating for like a journey work or path working or something like that. And then I'll just use like a general ambiance type of meditation music. Whoops. And also, I wanted to do Lightning Conductor and pull some cards. I'll journal later. And Spark of Inspiration, what energizes me? And then it says, create some tasty treats in the kitchen to give you energy and share your recipe. So I would love to do that. But first, I want to pull the cards to see what energizes me. I have the Enchanted Forest Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone today. And I love these cards. I haven't even edged them yet. I can't find my Sharpies. So they're going to remain unedged until I get more Sharpies. Okay. So I always flip them all the way around. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to shuffle. Okay. What energizes me and gives me inspiration? Oh, this one wanted to come. All right, Six of Visions. Six of Visions. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I have to look. I can't remember. Hang on a second. And she has some friends around her. There's a wise owl reading in his little book nook, and a fairy, a little elf, another little elf. Oh my gosh. She's by a stream, reading, enjoying herself. Boy, look at, and that definitely gives me inspiration. I would say that is very true. Just taking the time to enjoy nature, to maybe sit down with a cup of tea and read a book. You know, that's lovely. I always cherish those afternoons when I have a minute to just sit down and read and have a cup of tea after work, or, you know, before I have to get dinner going. Those are wonderful. And then on the weekends, I get to create, which is nice, crafting, and that definitely gives me inspiration. So I'm using the King Arthur gluten-free flour, and I want a cup of this. I'm going to add a cup of cornmeal. I have the Goya kind. I guess you could use any kind. So I'm gonna... Bella, can you not make pig noises right now? Okay. So, one. And I'm just using a 1/2 cup measure. So you want 1 cup of each. And then I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum. to that, we're going to add 3½ teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to stir this all up. Okay, I'm just going to make a little well in the flours. And I'm going to pour in 1 egg that's been beaten. I have just a hair scant of a cup. I took out some, like about a teaspoon. From the full cup. And then that's to offset the little teaspoon of water that we put into a 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. And this is I'm using the pizza yeast. I didn't have anything else. So I'm just going to give that a stir. And I put that into some warm water with just a teeny tiny touch of sugar. To this, we also need to add, I'm using the stevia, but you could use sugar as well. This is the Sweet Complete. It's granulated. I need a 1/2 cup of this. I'm gonna add this in. And finally, we have some butter. We need a 1/4 cup of butter. I heated the butter up too much. So now I gotta let it cool down. I'm just gonna start incorporating some of this liquid. You can beat this with your egg beaters too. I mean, the smoother the better. I'm just gonna go through it with the fork. Since my parents have passed, I love to do a cornbread and eat it with some molasses. Just because my dad and we shared that. I didn't get a lot of sweet treats when I was little. So that was one sweet treat that I could have with my dad. And so it brings back nice memories of having cornbread with molasses on it. While that butter cools, I'm going to clear the deck here. So here I have a piece of wet parchment. I'm just going to line in. You could use, shortening if you wanted to, or butter. I like to use the parchment paper, especially for gluten-free baking. And I'm just going to turn this into the pan. This is going to cook uncovered for 20 minutes in a 400-degree oven, and then for about 5 minutes we're going to cover it and bake it more. So 5 to 7 minutes, somewhere in there, and it should be nice and golden brown. I'm just going to smear it in the pan. You can use an 8x8 pan. This is I don't know what this is. It's a little thinner and longer than an 8x8, but I wanted a smaller piece that I could split and maybe do some nut butter or something on it too during the week. So, but this recipe is designed for an 8x8 pan for a normal size piece of cornbread. Okay, so in the oven it goes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. We're gonna, whoa, that's steamy. We're gonna cover it up with a piece of foil and let it go for another 5 minutes. go. 5 minutes. Okay, let's check it. Ooh, yummy. It doesn't look brown yet, though. I wonder if it's done yet. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's done. Ooh, yum. That looks good. Okay. Right out of the pan, and you can scoop it like this. Okay, there it is. We'll let it cool for a little bit, and then we'll try a piece. Thanks for coming along with me today, friends, and please hit the like and subscribe button on your way out so you never miss a witchy moment. Until next time, I'm wishing you many blessings. Bye, friends.